y'all, welcome to my channel. It looks a little different today. It looks a little insane because right now I'm sitting in the back of my car in a random parking lot. First off, why am I in the back of my car? I don't know. I needed a change of scenery. Do you hear that noise? For some reason I thought this would be quieter. 2 ambulances have already gone by. It's literally almost 11 o'clock at night. If you see me looking around at all these windows every little bit, it's because I'm trying to make sure I don't get kidnapped. I don't know. I literally just have so many thoughts in my brain and I just need to on the internet right now, I guess. Y'all, I'm tired. Today on TikTok, someone asked me what I'm going to do when TikTok gets banned, because it's probably about to get banned in the United States. And then I was like, oh, well, I have a YouTube channel. Then make some YouTube videos then, girl. Like, I keep saying all this stuff like, oh, YouTube, but I am terrified to make a YouTube video. Not terrified, it's just, YouTube is not like TikTok, not like Instagram, okay? You hoes can take 2 little pictures and post it on Instagram 5 different times and make some money. You guys can make 400 TikToks in an hour and make some money. You gotta put in that work on YouTube. You gotta put in that work. And I guess YouTube, if TikTok does get banned, it's gonna separate the creative minds from the uncreative minds. Maybe I do low-key hope it gets banned. Maybe I do. I mean, I don't know. That's my biggest platform right now. Y'all don't really know what's going on over here. I don't know what's going on over here. We're just over here. But, like, if it gets banned, I feel like there's gonna be like a resurgence, a renaissance of the YouTube era. Because I remember back when I was in high school, YouTube was the moment. YouTube was the moment. This was before TikTok. It was still Musical.ly back in the day. No one really messed with her. Dude, like, I used to love YouTube and YouTubers and all that stuff and like that community and YouTube Rewind. What happened? So maybe it'll be a nice give and take. We'll see. I don't know. I feel like TikTok being banned is like the least of our worries as a people, a nation, and America. Maybe you're not in America. Congrats. Congratulations. Don't worry, I'm just your friendly neighborhood Coke. Just your friendly neighborhood Coke. Nothing to see here. Keep driving. Like, literally, I came to this parking lot because everything closed like 2 hours ago. But people keep rolling through this parking lot, and I was going to park over there where it's darker, but then I was like, darker equals dangerous at nighttime, so I'm over here where the lights are, in case a crime happens, and I'm in the light, and there's probably security cameras in this parking lot. Anyways, I kind of just want to do some long-form content for ya, because, dude, I feel like every day I wake up, I'm like, oh my god, I gotta post on TikTok, It's like, it's so uncreative, uninspiring. I saw recently someone make this video about disposable content, and it literally has opened my third eye, because they're so right. Like, TikToks and making TikToks just for the sake of making TikToks, like blah 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 blah, because I have followers, I have to make TikToks, like, blah, blah, blah. TikTok! All the content is disposable, made to be viewed and engaged with and disposed of, all within a 48 hour period. There's no such thing as timeless content over on TikTok. Like, yes, we all have our favorite TikToks, like, oh, I think about this TikTok all the time, but like, in comparison to YouTube or other platforms and stuff, it's just oversaturated and tired and uninspiring over there. It's uninspiring. I don't know. I don't see myself as like a podcast girl. Like, I don't know. But I do want to make like longer videos that are just me chatting. Maybe it'll just be me chatting in random places. Maybe this will start something. Hello, we're in the back of the car. Maybe we'll be in a park next time. But instead of just like, oh, I have to do something for YouTube and make it a video. Girl, I am the YouTube video. Like, what am I talking about? Like, I just have to let go of like all of these cages in my brain, I feel like. And just talk, just post my camera up and talk and be whatever. I don't really know what this journey is. I really don't even know how I got here. I kind of do, but I'm kind of shocked that I'm here. Oh my god. Of course, a literal worker truck to do work is here. I'm gonna keep going until someone knocks on my window and tells me to stop. I feel like I have passion for so many different things that I just get overwhelmed in thinking about all those different things, and then I end up doing nothing. Like, I am a victim of my own free state of mind. Okay, like, what am I talking about? I forgot. Oh my god. I'll just say this. A long time ago, like at the beginning of this year, kind of end of last year, right? Around almost exactly a year ago, I was seeing all this stuff online. No, scratch that. Let's start from the beginning. I'm driving in my car, right? Driving in my car, I'm listening to my playlist. I'm listening to the literally, could they be any more annoying? I'm driving down the road listening to my playlist, and I'm listening to a Trippie Redd, and I hear, "Internet money, bitch!" And I'm like, first off. And then it like something, like I've heard the song a billion times, but something about that one time I heard it, it just like possessed me, bro. And then I just had this realization. I was like, there is so much money. Hello? Y'all, my roommate texted me. Anyways, there's so much money to be made on the internet. So much money to be made on the internet. People are doing literally anything and everything and are creating generational wealth from the internet, from a .com, from literally what? And it was like, dude, I'm putting myself through this process. Like, I got my bachelor's degree in legal studies. I was going to study up, take some time off, heal the mental, and then go to law school and become a lawyer. Yes, I still have passion for that and brains for it and, like, all that stuff. I feel crazy chasing a borderline dead-end career as a lawyer. Like, yeah, it's a cool thing, a successful lawyer, but I'm going to stick myself in an office for 80 hours a week to just solve other people's problems? Like, that, I feel like I'm so much more than that, and it could be my ego talking. Maybe it is. Talk up your ego. I feel like I'm way too, literally oh my gosh, I have so much passion for so much stuff that's creative and not lawyer based that it's like, if I don't explore it, I'm doing myself a disservice. Like, I feel like I'm like way too funny, hilarious, beautiful, sexy, gorgeous. Like, I'm just kidding, but not really. Like, you know, full send it. Like, I'm too young. I'm 23. I am too young to not choose to invest in myself as me first. And what can I do for me to be me and be me? I'm too young to not do that first in some way and just immediately commit myself to being an attorney. Like, yes, I have passion, so much passion for that. Our criminal system is so screwed up. Our legal system is so screwed up. The United States of America has the largest number of incarcerated human beings per capita, and we're supposed to be the freest country in the world. It's a sham! It's a sham! It's a sham! And that's what I learned, like, through school and through going through my bachelor's degree. It's like I had all this, you gotta change the world. You gotta change the world. You gotta fix it. Oh, it just takes one good lucky guy to fix it. No! It's a sham! The whole system is a sham! It's a lie! And it's built off of lies. And it's built off of hatred. And it literally makes me sick. It makes me fucking sick. And then it's like, I get so hung up in that. And it's like, well, what the fuck can I do to change that as me, a singular lawyer, if I did go the full way? And I'm just, like, what can I do? I can't overthrow the government myself. Like, oh my gosh. Like, I like, you see how I'm getting worked up over, like, I could fall down the pipelines of how record labels go out of their way to make sure that they're conditioning the youth to be criminals and go to jail through the music that they're pushing on them. And it's not like a this or that. Record labels own private fucking prisons. It is real. It is real. If you own the prison, who do you think's getting money when the people go to jail? The people that own private prison. The people that own the private prison. And they also own the record label. You don't think there's a fucking pipeline there? You're stupid. You're literally stupid. Open your eyes. twice, and like the world is sick and is built on sickness, and I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. And so it's like I'm at the point where I'm literally just gonna shut all that out and just be fucking me. I'm gonna send sillies and boo-hoo ha-has on YouTube. Here we are. Let me make sure we're still recording so I'm not yelling into the void. 14 minutes left on this clip. You know what? Let me start another because I'm getting there. Yup. We are motherfucking rocking and rolling. I'm tired of growing up, and I went through school, and the only thing I learned is that everything I thought was true isn't. What? Let me tell you this. Life-changing moment that happened for me literally the week I graduated college. Let me set the scene because it fundamentally changed who I am as a person, and I stand on that. Let me walk you through it. So, I'm nearing the end of the semester, right? I only have to do my finals, make sure I'm all good to go, make sure this is signed and that is sent in, and then at the end of the week, I'm walking the stage and I'm graduating, right? I have one of my classes, it was a bankruptcy class, bankruptcy law, going through the bankruptcy process. Okay, cool. In that class, every week, like first day of school, she assigned everyone a group, and every week you would present like, this was your case, this was your reason, and you're gonna do your research and read it out loud to the class. Basic college stuff, you know what I mean? And then so, because my last name starts with a W, I was last on the list, so I was in the last little group. It was just, alphabetical. So I was going on the last week, last day of school, I gotta present my thing, right? And the case, first off, no one else in my group showed up to school on that day, showed up to class on that day. So thank God I actually did my work, because if not, I was about to look like boo the fool. But I would never. I did my work. Do your schoolwork. Stay in school. Even if you don't use it, you're gonna. I'm presenting my thing, and basically this case was like, this guy filed for bankruptcy, right? And it was one of those cases where it was like T. So he filed for bankruptcy, and then all this other stuff was found out, because when you file for bankruptcy, they go through all your finances and literally track everything to see, girl, where did you go wrong? And then they found out he had a little mistress, whole little side of everything, was paying for this, that, and the third, while he was giving nothing to wifey. So it was like just drama, So I'm talking about this case, and I'm presenting it, and I'm like giving my opinions. I think this is dumb. I think this is dumb. I think it should have gone this way, blah, 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 blah. We had a guest speaker that day, and my professor didn't want to tell me until after I was done presenting that the guest speaker, that I had to present first, and then the guest speaker was going to talk. The guest speaker was the attorney on that case. Because why wouldn't the guest speaker of the class at the end of the semester, why would he not be the attorney on the case that I just literally trashed in front of my class about how there was like missteps in the process? So whatever. Like, why would that not happen? And then so the class turns into him being a guest speaker to me and him just going back and forth about this case. Like, he'll talk about the case like, oh, blah, 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 and right? And then I gotta say something. So it's not like I'm going like, actually, like, no. Like, he is gesturing to me like, yeah, kid, because you just presented, and I have to be like, yeah, I do know. And then so it was just like that. And then I got to the point where he was like, are there any other questions? And I was like, I have a question. I'm about to graduate next week, and if I don't have this question answered, I literally don't see the point. Why is it that we go to school to be lawyers, and we take all these oaths, and we take all these tests in order to be lawyers, but yet we are known as like the sleaziest, most money-hungry, grubby little, grab your fingers, take your money, and run even though you're in need ass people? You go to school and you dedicate your life to the right thing, to finding justice, to doing the right thing, to being the literal balance of the scale between right and wrong. But yet everyone is so sleazy to the point that every lawyer has a representation of being, or a reputation of being, a money-hungry sleazebag who doesn't care about you, only their yacht. Why? Literally, why is that? Why is that? Side note, the guy who filed for bankruptcy that was the sleazeball, he was a lawyer. So he was like a lawyer filing for bankruptcy, and then it was that case. So that's where the why are lawyers sleazebags question came from. Like, why? And he looked at me dead in my eyes, and he was like, who is the president of the United States? And I was like, you know, I in that moment, I thought he was gonna give me some crazy, like, Trump, like, ass lecture. And I got a little nervous, because I was like, this is not what this is about. I was like, we're talking about this, like, it has nothing to do with politics. And he was like, has everything to do with politics, because they're the same way. Nothing is real. It's not a system set up for justice. It's a system where everyone has conveniently placed themselves somewhere where that they can actively cash out on the pain and suffering and literal life-destroying moments of other people. It's never, you know, he looked at me, he's the president of the United States. No matter who the president is, they're supposed to take care of the nation. They're supposed to take care of us. They're supposed to make sure that we as people are doing good. And I can't think of not one presidency, not 1 year where I've thought in my whole 23 years of living that, you know, the active running president really cares about my safety. They really care about what I'm going through. Because they don't. None of these people care. None of these people care. It's all about money and lobbying and getting all this and power. Power. The addiction to power is killing us as people, as a country. It is disgusting. And so I was like, you know what? That was a cool conversation. I'm going to log in the back of my brain. And, a few days later, I'm graduating, right? Big ass truck. A few days later, I'm graduating, and my roommate and I, like, we did all the fun stuff, went to dinner with my family, blah, blah, blah. It's time to party! You know what I mean? Yeah! Turn up! So, obviously, we call an Uber to take us to the bar because we don't drink and drive, because that's irresponsible and dangerous. So, we call an Uber, pick up an Uber, he comes to the little apartment, he's taking us to the bar. And so, the guy's talking to us, and he's like, you know what's going on? And I graduated college! Yeah, you know what I mean? So, and then we start talking, like, what'd you graduate college for? And legal studies. And then he asked me, he was like, what are your political opinions? And I was just like, I think everyone in politics needs to be lined up and dealt with. Because none of them are real, you know? It's not left versus right, it's us versus them. It's, like, I don't care. Like, we are going to crumble as a nation because our entire government is, you know what I mean? And then so he was like, you're very smart, I like that. And the man, he was like foreign. I think he said he was like from Brazil or something, but like his life, like him and his wife, they just spent their life just like traveling from country to country to country to country and like living there and being happy and like loving his wife. Like he really liked my wife. Like it was really cute, really sweet. So we're just talking, and I was just like, he starts talking about America compared to other countries and stuff, and he was talking about, oh, I come to America and everyone's complaining, and everyone's all like, oh, I want this, it's not enough, no matter what, we're chasing more and more and more, and it's not enough. But he's been to and lived in so many countries where they are not free. They don't have the freedoms that we do. Like, and then I was even talking, he said he lived in like, it was either Switzerland or Sweden or one of those countries that is shown to the United States as some ideal place to live that we could never have. You know what I mean? One of those places. So I'm asking him about that, and I was like, you know, it's like that's freedom. Like, that's like, they have everything. And then he was like, freedom, they really don't. Because he was saying, like, the power and the water, like, turn off at certain times every day. And, like, you can't use it past a certain time. Like, yes, they have all that. Free education, free healthcare, free blah, 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 blah. But it's like, they also have their limits and things they can't do and things they'll never be able to do. And it's like, America, we take everything for granted because we just want more. But here's the thing. If it was one or two people that thought like that, it'd be like, okay, they're outliers. But our entire country just wants more and more and more, and nothing is ever going to be enough. don't you think that has anything to do with the way we're socially conditioned at all? Like, does that have anything to do with our environment around us? Like, I don't know what's going on in this country. Anyways, I got sidetracked. The Uber driver, the conversation we had was so deep and in-depth, and he told me, he was just like, your mind is so brilliant, and you better do something with it. Do something with it. Like, you have potential, kid. Like, you're thinking the right things, you're doing the right stuff. Like, do it. And I'm like, okay, what do I do? What do I do? Guys, I don't know what to do. I'm literally just some girl with stupid dreams of huge things and no idea how to get there. And like, I'm sure you are too. Like, I'm literally just 23 and confused and stressed. And I need somebody to give me $5 million right now. Oh my God. Like, anyways, so like, it was just so inspiring because you can see like random people like believe in you, and it's like, why can I not believe in myself? Like, shit. But anyways, the world's going to shit, and the conversation I had with my Uber driver really resonated with me for the, like, until now, like, and I don't know why, and maybe I do know why, and it's a subconscious thing, and I just don't actively know why, but shout out to that Uber driver wherever he is now, because it is amazing, the conversation that you had with me, a stranger, it touched my little heartstrings, even though I didn't deserve it. Another tangent, I was on the porch yesterday with my roommate. We sit on the porch every night because we're besties who chill, and like, we're sitting on the porch. She reads me a tweet. She's like, oh my God, they're saying that Jay-Z's named in this P. Diddy stuff, because I have been extensively keeping up with this P. Diddy stuff, because the fall of Hollywood, oh my gosh, I have watched that Cat Williams interview about 15 times. About 15 times. I love Cat Williams to my core. And he said that X, Y, and Z was going to happen. Not only did X, Y, and Z happen, A, B, and C happen too. Oh my gosh. So it's scary. It's getting scary. It's getting a little scary. Hollywood is crumbling. But it's like, I'm kind of pissed about, like, why now? Because, like, you're seeing all these incidents, and it's like, oh, allegedly back in 2000, they're saying Jay-Z and P. Diddy assaulted this 13-year-old girl after an MTV party, and then there was an unnamed female celebrity watching as entertainment. Back in 2000? I was not born yet. I was not born yet. So, this has been happening, and has been happening way before 2000. Way before 2000. This has been happening since the beginning. This has been happening before Jay-Z and P. Diddy were even a part of this. Go look up clips of Shirley Temple, the little girl who was dancing in black and white on the TV. There's videos of her being passed around in a group of grown men at the age of 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and she's aggressively pulling her skirt down and covering her lady. Why, as a little girl, does she know to do that? They put these people through hell. They have been putting these people through hell for so long. For so long. For so long. It's so scary. Like, I don't know what to do. Like, I mean, there's nothing for me to do except for just absorb it, you know? But it's like, you want to, everyone's got dreams of going into this industry, and then they're showing you right in our faces that this industry will kill you. And it's like, why have we all been conditioned to have these dreams for something that's gonna kill us? Like, they're gonna suck all the money in life out of someone, and then they're gonna die of pneumonia. Don't know how they got that, though. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? This whole thing is a sham. I'm so, like, oh my God, do you think people can hear me yelling? This whole thing is a sham. Like, you think through everything. Like, Michael Jackson has been trying to tell us through Sony Records. There's evil in the record companies. There's evil, and it's like, we see it time and time again. We see an artist pop up and then disappear, and then they come back 10 years later, and they were like, I was locked in a cage for 5 years underneath a mansion. And then we're like, that sounds like bullshit. my gosh, it is just so much. And once you fall down the rabbit hole, there's no getting out of it, because what is going on? Why is Hollywood crumbling now? I'm glad that it is crumbling, and we're getting close to our answers of people getting exposed for the most terrifying things that you could not even dream of in your most wildest nightmares happening to children. What is going to happen after that? What is going to happen after that? Because, like, right now, it feels like we're in, like, the 74th Hunger Games, right? Like, next year, there's going to be a quarter quell, and then some bitch with a side braid down to here is just going to blow everything up. She's going to blow everything up, and it's going to be anarchy. But it's like something like, there's a storm a brewing. The pipeline of the R. Kelly, P. Diddy, Jay-Z, Clive Davis, and like just that ball of evil sitting at the top of everything, controlling more than like what we could even imagine. Every company owns another company that owns another company, so that when people open businesses, they get put out of business by big companies. Like there's no winning in this world. I feel like I'm at that point. Like oh my God, it just keeps going in a cycle, and I'm hitting a wall. What do I do now? Where am I going? What are we doing? What is going on? Like, oh my gosh, I'm just filled with this anxiety because I don't know. I'm literally, like, just away from that topic, back to me. Like, I don't even know what the hell is going on with the world around me, let alone what's going on with myself. Like, I don't have a 5-year plan. Like, I thought I did go to law school, be a lawyer. That sounds like hell. That sounds like hell. That sounds like hell. Okay, what am I gonna do instead? Do you have a plan? What's your 5-year plan? Share it with me. Maybe I'll steal it. Girl, are we still rolling? Still rocking and rolling. Still rocking and rolling. All right. I'm going to start to wrap it up. I just needed to get some thoughts, feelings, and things like that off of my chest. I will say, I'm going to start a new segment in my videos from here until, and you know how most people in their YouTube videos, they'll be like, and now a word from today's sponsor, and then they cut to a video of them like, hey guys, SeatGeek, and it's like, cool, we don't got no sponsors over here. No, we don't have none of that. So I think I'm gonna start a new segment, and instead of it being a word from our sponsor, it's gonna be a word from our roommate, okay? I live with my roommate, best friend, Anna Grace. I want to like insert her as a person, a character, into my videos as well. You guys can become familiar with her so that when you see her, me and her doing stuff, you're not like, who the f is that bitch with the glasses? That bitch with the glasses is Anna Grace, okay? So, without further ado, here's the first piece of a word from our roommate.
My media of the week is the crinkle of the sweet chili Doritos that I open up at night while I look at the bag from the gas station that's flowing from my ceiling fan that has the Reese's in it and a crisp cranberry Sprite in the fridge that I can't wait to crack open. And the Substance. Even though I haven't watched it, I just really want to watch it.
I don't know what she said, obviously, because I'm just still sitting here recording in my car, but hopefully the first segment from my roommate was hilarious. On to the next one. I don't know where we're going from here, but it's definitely not down, so it's gotta be up. I'll catch you on the next one. A goodbye. Why were cars not designed to film YouTube videos in? Hello? This is so difficult.